Let us praise Tikhon, the patriarch of all Russia and enlightener of North America.
The man known today as Saint Tikhon, patriarch of Moscow and apostle to America, was born on Thursday, January 19th, 1865, in the Toropets district of the Pskov diocese in eastern Russia. Located midway between Riga, Latvia, and the modern Russian capital of Moscow, Toropets was the home of Father Ioan Bellavin, a parish priest in a rural village of 19th century Russia. The young Vasily Ivanovich Bellavin was one of three sons for Father Ioan and his wife, who were surrounded by the peasants and laborers who worked in the region. Father Ioan ministered to their spiritual needs, and the childhood and adolescence of his sons was shaped by their interactions with local residents. From his early years, Vasily displayed a particular religious disposition. His love for the church was well known, as was his meekness and humility. By the age of 13, Vasily had been brought to Pskov to study at the Diocesan Theological Seminary. From 1878 to 1884, the young seminarian made an impression on his teachers and fellow students alike. Tall and slender, he was modest and affectionate by nature. Fair-haired, he was often respected for his piety and liked by his fellow students who admired his brilliant progress in studies and constant readiness to help those around him. Vasily was called upon to help classmates in many ways. His explanations of lessons and compassionate approach to correcting compositions and the writings of others led them to refer to Vasily as their bishop and patriarch. Little did they know how their terms of respect would play out in the future.
After graduating from the seminary in Pskov, Vasily Bellavin traveled to the Russian capital of St. Petersburg, where he enrolled in the St. Petersburg Theological Academy. His studies there were complete by 1888, when at the age of 23, he returned to Pskov as a layman and was appointed to be the instructor of moral and dogmatic theology at the Pskov Seminary. Vasily's notoriety in Pskov became well known, as his normal and upbeat life earned him the respect of students, fellow faculty, and residents alike. In 1891, upon turning 27, Vasily took monastic vows. It's important to note that nearly the whole town gathered for the tonsure and liturgical services. Vasily embarked on this new way of life consciously and deliberately, desiring to dedicate himself entirely to the service of the Church. The meek and humble Vasily was given the name Tikhon in honor of Saint Tikhon of Zadansk, an 18th century bishop and spiritual writer.
In 1892, the young monastic was transferred from the Pskov Seminary to the Köln Theological Seminary. Elevated to the rank of archimandrite, Tikhon was zealous in his devotion to the faithful and the theological students in his care. Just 5 years later, on October 19, 1897, Archimandrite Tikhon was consecrated to be Bishop of Lublin, serving as the vicar bishop in the Warsaw diocese of Russia. At the age of 32, the young Bishop Tikhon zealously devoted his energy to the vicariate. His humble and godly efforts were respected by not only the Orthodox population of the region, but also that of the Polish Catholic communities. Animosity between Eastern and Western Christians made life in the region delicate, if not difficult. Yet Bishop Tikhon was an example of Christian love to all with whom he made contact. His compassion and willingness to listen and seek opportunities for cooperation earned him the respect and admiration of many, regardless of personal opinions. The ministry of Bishop Tikhon was fruitful in many ways, not only among the Orthodox, Yet on September 14, 1898, he was called upon by the Holy Synod of Bishops of the Russian Orthodox Church to serve a new part of the Lord's vineyard. Tikhon had been appointed to serve as Bishop of the Aleutians and Alaska, ministering to the growing population of Orthodox faithful in the New World. Bishop Tikhon would be the new ruling hierarch in America.